Welcome to the Creating Assessments and Adding Questions to Assessments demo. In this demo, you will learn how to create your assessments. By the end of this demo, you will have assessments created and ready for your students to take. First, log in to your D2L Brightspace account and go into your course. On the course navigation bar, click on the Course Tools drop-down menu. Then choose the Assessments link. Click New Quiz. On the Properties tab, type in the name of your assessment. Example, Week 9 Quiz. From the Category drop-down menu, select the assessment category you want your quiz organized in. If you have not set up assessment categories, you can do so by clicking on the Add Category link. Type in your category and click the Save button. The use of categories is optional. Click on the Add Edit Questions button. This screen is the same screen you had when you were creating your questions in the question library. Click on the Import button. Under Import Source, choose from an existing collection. Under Source Collection, choose Question Library. Under Source Section, select the name of the section you saved your questions under. After the screen refreshes, select the questions you want on the assessment. If you want all of the questions, select the box at the top next to the section name. When you're finished selecting questions, click Save. When you are finished adding questions, click Done Editing Questions. Enter the number of test questions you want the students to see on each page in the Questions per Page field. It is best not to have more than 5 to 10 questions per page. Then click the Apply button. You will see a blue line show up. This lets you know where the page breaks are located. You can click on the triangle in the left column to add or remove page breaks. To edit the amount of points each question is worth on the assessment, click the Edit Values button. Then change the point values to your desired value to equal the maximum amount of points you want on the test. If you want the test to be worth 100 points and you have 10 questions on the test, each question would be worth 10 points. Click the Save button. Under the Restrictions tab, set the status as active for students to see it. Set the Start and End Date options and choose to have this displayed in the calendar. You can add release conditions to your assessment that must be met before the assessment can be seen by your students. If you need help creating release conditions, please see our Creating Release Conditions demo. In the Timing section, you can choose to set a time limit by choosing the Enforce Time Limit option. Type the time limit to determine how long the students have to complete the assessment, and a grace period of at least 5 minutes to determine how many minutes the user has after the time limit has expired to submit the assessment before it is flagged as late. Then choose the option you want the system to take if someone surpasses the time limit. Click Save. Click the Assessment tab. The assessment can be connected to an already set up gradebook item. Use the drop-down menu to select the correct grade item. Notice that the categories will appear in bold. You can only choose grade items, which will appear in regular text. Click the Add Grade Item link to create a new grade item if your grade item is not on the list. Click the box next to Automatic Grade for D2L Brightspace to automatically grade the assignment. Remember that this function will not automatically grade written response questions. Check the box next to Auto Export to Grades. This will allow the grade to show up in the gradebook. Under Attempts, choose how many attempts you will allow the students to make. By default, This is set to 1 attempt. Click Save. Under the Submissions View tab, you decide what the student sees when they turn in their assessment. By default, the only thing a student will see at the end is their final grade, if you checked the box on the Assessment tab for auto grading. Click on the Default View link to make changes to the Submission View message and settings. You have the option to show the students the questions on the assessment and how much information about the question you want to give them, and class statistics. Example: yes, show all questions with user responses, show question score and out of score, show attempt score and overall score, and show class average. Click the Save button. When you are done making changes to the assessment, click on the Save and Close button in the bottom left corner. You have now successfully created an assessment and added questions to it.